New South Wales Court of Appeal has just set a terrible precedent yesterday, flat out asserting that they have the power to ban protests that they don't like. So the Palestine Action Group and Jews Against Occupation were planning a protest at the Sydney Opera House this weekend. It's an iconic location. Previously, it's been lit up by our government in the colours of the Israeli flag as Israel was commencing its genocide in Gaza. But Chris Minns doesn't want pro-Palestine people anywhere near the Opera House, so they opposed the application. It ended up in court and the protesters lost. It was in court because they had done the right thing. They had submitted a Form 1, which flows from the Summary Offences Act. What Form 1 was always intended to be was not a permission to protest. You could always protest without one. But what it does is it grants extra protections to protesters against some offences. So say you can't be charged with obstructing traffic if you march on the road and you've got a Form 1 in, things like that. But the police opposed it, they knocked it back, and the Court of Appeal has now said that anyone that goes ahead with the protest can be held in contempt of court. They can face charges. And this is brand new, and it's a really scary precedent, right? Because previously, yeah, you didn't get the Form 1. You could go ahead just without the additional protections that the Form 1 gives you. But now, if you submit a Form 1, you are risking having your entire event banned, which is probably going to backfire for the cops, because this means fewer people are going to participate in their permit system, the Form 1. Why would you submit it if it creates this additional risk that you will have your protest banned? If you don't submit one, you'll never end up in court, you'll never be in contempt of court. Yeah, I don't know about this. And it will also create a lot of pressure on protesters who do the Form 1. The police can use this as a threat and say, if you don't agree to all these restrictions that render your protest completely ineffective, then we'll take you to court and ban the whole thing. So this is going to have a massive chilling effect on protests. That said, it's a barrier. It is not it's not the end of protests. Like, you can always hold something in a park or a square without a Form 1. That was always legal, still is. If you submit a Form 1 with different conditions, it might get accepted, which is what the pro-Palestine people have done now. The protest is still going ahead along a different route. But, you know, if you want to march on the road and don't want to risk the Form 1, just get enough people, because if enough people are doing something, it doesn't really matter what the law says.